Hello everyone, welcome to Godswill Talks United. So in this video, we're going to do 5 things we learned from Manchester United 0-3 loss against Bournemouth at Old Trafford. Obviously, that was a game that I was expecting Manchester United to win. But however, at the end, we were the ones that were shedding tears because Manchester United kept 70% of the possession, but they couldn't even score a single goal. Our attack line, our midfield were just a total shambles. I didn't just know what I absolutely watched in that game. But however, life goes on. It is what it is. But I was actually very disappointed for Erik and also the players. They absolutely lack winning mentality. We can't go on like this. We need to have that winning mentality to be even challenging the Premier League top 6. Because right now, the current Manchester United I'm currently seeing is like we were absolutely beaten by a team that are currently 15th in the Premier League table. It is just so embarrassing. Man United, we need to do much better. I feel that was a game we would have comfortably won, but however, we still let the game out. So the first thing we learned was Anthony Martial is not good enough. So Anthony Martial showed total no attitude. He showed no desire, no passion. He actually showed no effort. He didn't add any effort in that game. That was just my thoughts about Anthony Martial's performance. It's just disgrace, embarrassment, and just shameful performance from him. And he just cleared the way that Anthony Martial is not good enough to play for the Manchester United. He's not good to play for the fans. He can't play for the fans. He was not even running. He actually had 0 dream balls completed. He just only one shot on target for a striker. And I was absolutely against Erik. I'm going to blame Erik. Why would you start Anthony Martial in that game when you know as Martial on his feet and you put him on the bench? It's just a total minus, and it's just clear that Martial will be leaving Manchester United in the January transfer window. I've said it before, I'm still going to say it again. Martial is not good enough. Martial is not world class. Martial is just, I was like, even if you put a 18 years old kid from the under 21, he will perform better than Anthony Martial. That is just the clear fact. I can't just wait to see a new striker in January because Martial is a total minus. He's not even good enough to even be at the bench. That is just the clear fact. I don't want to see Martial. I will still stand by my word. Even if he scored a hat-trick in our next game, I don't just bloody care. I feel he's not good enough. And that game, Martial was just a total minus. Martial can't pass the ball. He was not just good in link-up plays. Martial was just losing possessions. And I was like, he can't go like this. So I was so disappointed in Anthony Martial. So I absolutely don't have any feelings for him right now. I feel no pity. I won't give him any chance again. I won't give him any second chance, and I blame Erik for starting him at that first point. And I know Martial will be leaving Manchester United in January. I don't want to see him wearing that United jersey anymore. That was no attitude, no winning mentality, no effort, no passion. It was not just running. It was just there like a pile of nothing. And we can't take that. And number 2 thing we learned was Mctominay was hiding. Put the goals aside. Firstly, just put the goals aside. Mctominay is not good enough and is not showing enough to even be in the starting 11 at Manchester United. I was actually jubilating. I was happy when he scored 2 goals recently. I was happy. He's currently our top scorer, our joint top scorer with 5 goals. Mctominay said he's trying to put goals in this game, but at this moment, if you don't have the performance, I think Tang was actually playing Mctominay on the pitch. He was absolutely hiding in that game. And I'm going to blame Tang for that again. That was a tactical error to start Mctominay. You had Kobe Mino on the bench, but you are not starting Mino. Why would you start Mctominay? It's just a total disgrace. Mctominay didn't show no effort just like Martial. Because you guys will say you are seeing it as hiding just because he's drawing players out of the midfield and creating space. He didn't just do anything. He's trying to score goals, but the attack line didn't work. So how do you expect Mctominay to score? That's just the clear fact. I think Tank is playing Mctominay as more as a first line than even as a midfielder, and he's just leaving Amrabat there doing the only works, and that shouldn't be so. Our midfield was too open. They were just running through our midfield, and it was just so bloody embarrassing. And I feel Mctominay at first, if you give us the goals, that will give fans joy, but McTominay won't give you that performance. Some people are comparing with Declan Rice. He can't even lace Declan Rice shoes. Forget the fact he has scored more goals than him. Declan Rice is a full baller. He has the full qualities. He's just a full package of a midfielder. He actually worth 100 million. You can't compare McTominay to Declan Rice. Declan Rice is far better than him. McTominay is just a goal scorer because he can get in good position. He's clinical. I think he's one of the most clinical players at Man United right now. He's clinical, but McTominay won't give you that performance. McTominay will just leave the midfield open and try to score a goal. Are you there to score goals? I know Tian wants to make him to score goals. I think he's trying to make him to play as a first nine, but he's not helping the team right now. They are letting our midfield too open. So I think McTominay showed nothing in that game. And moving forward, moving forward in some particular games, I don't want to see McTominay in the starting 11. He's not good as a starter, only as an impact sub, because he might give you a goal just as an impact sub. Maybe when you are 2-0 down, you are 2-1 down, you are playing a draw. Put McTominay there, but starting McTominay won't resolve anything for you. That is just the clear fact. Put the goals aside. Starting McTominay won't resolve anything for you. So the third thing we learned was third midfield was too wide open. Even the Bournemouth manager said it that Manchester United were sending too much players up, and they actually created space and the open space for them to run through the midfield. He just revealed the entire game. That is just the highlight of the game. Man United midfield. We didn't have a midfield against Bournemouth. That is just it. And that is just a tactical and a poor decision from Erik. So I'm going to 100% blame Erik and his staff for having that lineup at first and not bringing the right tactics in that game. I'm still going to back the manager. But it's very hard to see what the manager is trying to do at the club. It is very freaking hard. That is just the main fact. It's very hard. Because seeing Manchester United midfield right now, I know there's no Casemiro there's no Eriksen, there's no Mount, and you can say because of the injuries, that's why our midfield is wide open. But you have Aniba on the bench, you have Mino on the bench, but you are putting McTominay. Just take a look at it. You are putting McTominay. Can make some tactical errors to make our midfield wide open, and I'm trying to answer this question to him that I wish I can see Tian in person. I'm going to ask him the question: why didn't you play two players at the midfield? He just left only Amrabat alone. He absolutely left Amrabat alone doing all the whole works. I wish if Kobe Mino was there with him, you have more balance then. You will stop any counter attacks to cover the back four. Amrabat can't do that work alone. Even Casemiro struggled to do that job at the beginning of the season, and Casemiro was called leggy, was called too old, just because of tactical errors. That's just it. Tactical errors for playing just one player in that defensive line and covering the back four is very hard for the player to do that job alone. Even the best DM in the entire world, Casemiro, is struggling to do that work. So how do you expect Amrabat to do it alone like that? So that tactics was one of the worst tactics I've ever seen in football in my entire life watching football. That was one of the worst tactics. He did this against Copenhagen where he played two players in the midfield, and that worked very well. You were keeping possession and the game, and the ball was moving forward. But he said no, he wants to change and do another pattern. It absolutely didn't work. So I'm going to blame Tian for letting our midfield too open. Bournemouth players were just running through our midfield. Counter attacks, clinical, they are just going through and scoring goals. It should have even been funny. That's just it. So I'm gonna blame Tiago for that. I'm gonna absolutely blame Tiago for that. I'm still gonna back the manager, but it's very very hard to see what he's trying to do with the Manchester United current players right now. Like that midfield, I can't even watch the game anymore because it's gonna make me more sad seeing that midfield. So the 14 we learned was Maguire and Amrabat showed class. Maguire showed class as well, but I feel he didn't deserve to concede 3 goals. He was one of the best players in both sides. Even forget the fact that Bournemouth scored 3 goals. He was the best player in both sides. This rating, but because he conceded 3 goals, you won't rate him that high. But forget about the goals he conceded. Maguire played brilliant football throughout, and I'm so happy for Maguire. All my previous videos have just been praising Maguire, but he actually deserves all these praises. He has been criticized a lot, so he absolutely deserves all these praises right now. So I love what I watched from Maguire in that game. More and more from him. He absolutely showed class. Even Sofiane Marbat as well. He only the one being the one doing the midfield work. And Bruno Fernandes and Mctominay were too high on the pitch, and Amrabat was just there. He actually made some recoveries, some interception, some long balls, some short passes, accuracy. He did it 100%. He tried what he could. He did what he could, but it wasn't enough. I'm gonna blame Tiang for letting Amrabat too stress out in that game. Some people are saying Amrabat didn't play well. Watch the game properly. You're gonna see what Amrabat did. Watch the game properly. That's just it. So kudos to Maguire and Amrabat. They tried what they could, but it wasn't enough. And kudos to them. They deserve a lot of work, a lot of credit and respect. I'm gonna give them their flowers for that game. And finally, the fifth thing we learned was we are not good enough to be consistent. Like Manchester United squad right now, they are not good enough to be consistent. That is just it. I can't even remember the last time Man United won 3 games in a row. I can't. I can't remember the last time. I don't know if you can remember the last time. If you can remember, put it on the comment section. But for me personally, I can't remember the last time we won 3 games in a row. I can't. Because my United team right now is just so hard to see what their style of play is, what kind of football they are playing. Like, there'll just be changes in different games that are not working well. It's just total crisis. Forget the fact that media are saying crisis and Jesu. The main fact is that crises are also on the pitch. Yes, Man United are just disorganized on the pitch. We are just relying on individual brilliance to pop off, and that is not it. That should no big team, no Premier League top 6 team rely on individual brilliance to save them. But Man United are the team they are just relying on individual brilliance, and that shouldn't be so. That absolutely shouldn't be so. We are not good enough to be consistent. Even Erik said it after the game. He said we are not good enough to be consistent, and I also figured that and I can't remember the last time I won 3 games in a row. So freaking embarrassing. We United fans are not used to this, but I still feel Man United. You know what? You know what makes it so hard for us is how are we gonna win our 2 incoming games against Liverpool and Bayern Munich. Fingers crossed for those games. I'm gonna drop this. Fingers crossed for those games. Yeah, fingers crossed. Because right now it just looks like our Champions League is almost over. Because even if we win against Bayern Munich, it still depends on Galatasaray and Copenhagen to secure a draw. It's not in our hands. And against Liverpool, now Bruno Fernandes have gotten a yellow card, and that was absolutely pointless. I was angry with the captain for doing that pointless decision. We're arguing with the ref for that. Yes, the referee were against us in that game, but that's not an excuse. Bruno Fernandes did a pointless. He actually did something that wasn't expected. Even Tiang didn't expect it. Bruno Fernandes now got a yellow card. He will be suspended. I've said it in my match preview video that Man United are going to lose 8-0 against Liverpool instead of 8-1 because Bruno is not there. Like, this club is just so funny for the fans. Like, it's just so funny. But at this moment, that was a game that we should have won comfortably. It was a game that we expected to win, and we should have moved higher in the Premier League table, maybe I think fifth or fourth, because other big teams are also losing. So if we win, we'll be moving higher. So our expectation this season have actually dropped. After that game against Chelsea, they are not still having this performance. Forget the possession. Possession doesn't win. Give you any points. After that beautiful game against Chelsea, you dominated that game. You are now having this performance against Bournemouth. It's just so embarrassing. I'm gonna blame Tiang. I'm gonna blame the players, but I still feel Maguire and Amrabat tried what they could, but the rest players they actually disappointed me in that game. Our Atlanta couldn't make even three passes. They couldn't complete three passes in the final. Opponent final third, and it's just so embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing and worrying as well, because how are we gonna play against the big team? We have not even started to even play against the big team. All majority of our points this season are against middle team and even against the smaller team. We haven't even started to play against the big team yet. That's just it. I'm just so feel sorry for my United squad right now. So that was the game we should have won, and I feel we had the 8 minute penalty against Chelsea. We had the 3 minute goal against Everton. That was a game that you should have killed at the first 10 minutes of the game. You should have scored a goal to lower the opponent's team spirit. You should have scored a goal, but you didn't score for the full first half. You are not then playing the game for them. You are just playing it for them to play back, and that was just it. So I feel so embarrassed for my United. I'm gonna blame the manager and also the players. So let me your thoughts on the comment section, guys. Subscribe to Godswill Talks United, and we're going to 2,000 subscribers. Just subscribe, guys. I still feel not happy. I still feel broken after that game. I feel that was absolutely unacceptable. It was absolutely unacceptable. Old Trafford was just half empty. After just conceding the second goal, fans couldn't take it anymore. It's just so freaking embarrassing. My United fans are not used to winning, and the players like Martial, Mctominay, they are absolutely not good enough. They are not showing enough. Right now, I'm gonna blame the manager for that defeat. I still stick with him, but it's hard to see what he's trying to do. It's absolutely hard to see what he's trying to do. Sacking a manager is not an option at Man United right now, but it's just hard to see what he's trying to do at the club. So let me know your thoughts on the comment section, guys. Bye, guys.